Okay, hi guys. I wanted to pop in and give a brief introduction of this video. Hi, I look different because it's the next day. I filmed yesterday, and I was going to say this in the beginning of the video, but I decided to do a time lapse, so I just wanted to explain my thought process around this video. I do believe that everybody in society sometimes, most of the time, have to wear a mask. You know, they want us to mask our feelings, mask our depression, our anxiety, our loss, our grief, our anger. And I don't think that it should be that way because it's very unhealthy. There are always resources for everybody out there. Always talk to somebody. There is always help. And I will leave a resource telephone number down below that anybody can call at any time if they need any help. And my one thing I do want to say is don't give up ever. There's always people rooting for you. And I think that that's really, really important to say. Don't give up on yourself. You have so much to achieve in life. Life is huge, you know, and it's a big thing, and there are so many different parts of it. And just because you're in a bad part right now doesn't mean that you're going to be in that bad part forever. So keep your head up, talk to people, there are resources. Thank you for watching this, and just take care of yourselves. Okay, enjoy the video. Bye. Okay, so now I'm putting e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer all over my face to prime it and protect it from all of the makeup that I'm about to slather all over my face, and to keep my base nice and smooth. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Morphe X Jeffree Star palette and dip into the shade Fast Lane. I'm also going to be using Jeffree Star's brushes here to go ahead and dip into the shade Fast Lane. And now I'm going to be using Jeffree Star's shade Fast Lane and just applying it all over my lid and blending it out evenly. Okay, in here I'm going to be using my Jaclyn Hill set of brushes, my specific brush JH40, because we're going to go ahead and wing out that shade Fast Lane from Jeffree's palette. This part I wasn't going to add in the video, but I thought it was funny. Cue my cat destroying my dream catcher. Okay, here we're still blending out the shade Fast Lane from Jeffree's palette into the wing here using the Jaclyn Hill set of brushes, and then I'm going to go ahead and clean up the edges a bit and make sure that they're even and not sloppy. Okay, so my camera ended up dying, not a shocker there, but the wing look using the Jaclyn Hill brush is complete using Jeffree's shade Fast Lane, and then after this I am just going to add the shade Nate from Jeffree's palette around the edges. Okay, and so we're going to apply the shade Nate around the edges here of the whole eye. I'm going to be using my Jaclyn Hill collection JH43 brush. It's very fine and precise, and that's what I needed to go ahead and go all the way around this eyeshadow here. And then we're just going to blend that out. Okay, here right now I'm singing This Is Halloween by Tim Burton from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I had to block that out obviously because I don't like being copyrighted anymore. And I'm still putting on shade Nate around shade Fast Lane, and I'm blending that out as best as I can. This is me approving my blending here. Here I'm using Jeffree's designer label and using Jaclyn Hill's JH42 eyebrow highlight brush. I'm going to use Jeffree's shade Millions as eyeliner. I'm going to put on Millions using an eyebrow brush. And here I'm putting on shade Millions with an eyebrow brush, and that is not the best brush to use, but that's what I had and that's what worked for me. Okay, and now I'm just putting on mascara to both my top and bottom lashes to really fill out that eye and be done with the top eyeshadow. Here my cat destroys my things again, and I'm also doing my eyebrows with Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade. We're ready to move on to skin, and I am using Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and then we're just going to blend that out with a beauty sponge. Okay, so here I'm using e.l.f. setting powder to set my concealer in place, and I'm using Jaclyn Hill JH07 powder brush. Okay, and here we are going to bronze our face using Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in Rosewood, also using Jaclyn Hill's JH02 bronzer brush. Okay, and now we're using Tarte's Blush in shade Seduce and Jaclyn Hill's JH04 Blush Brush. Okay, and now we're going to be highlighting pretty much our whole face using Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter and Jaclyn Hill's JH09 highlighting brush. And now I'm using shade Millions from Jeffree's palette, the same shade I used for eyeliner, using Jaclyn Hill's JH39 inner corner highlight brush. And now I'm putting shade Fast Lane onto my lower lash line using Jaclyn Hill's JH40 lower lash brush. Okay, and here comes the other side of the face, more likely the sadder part of this video. I'm using Tears because in my side of this, in my mask, I am representing my depression, and by putting glitter tears, I feel like that's a good representation of me. Okay, so my camera shut off and I didn't notice. Now I have this black hole on my head to represent the void that I feel with depression. It is a deep, dark, endless void that I can't seem to escape. So that is why that was my representation and why I put it on my face. In here, I wrote the word sorry on my face in black liner, and I wrote this because a lot of times when I feel depressed, I feel like a burden to other people. I feel annoying, I feel embarrassed, and you shouldn't have to feel those things. But my thing when I am depressed is I constantly tell people that I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry they have to deal with me, I'm sorry they have to go through this with me, and it definitely should not be like that. But this is how I feel when I'm depressed, and that's why I chose these words on my face to try and represent that and show that when I am depressed, I feel a lot less human and I feel more apt to apologize to people all the time, even though I feel like I can't control what's happening. And here I just forgot to do this, so I'm using a Morphe shade Frosé to put on my lips. This is my final look of what I have called my mask. Alright, and this is the final look for today. Like I said, I did this because I feel like everybody has to wear a mask out in the real world, no matter what. I feel like sometimes the world just kind of traps you into that mindset, and it's not healthy. And I wanted people to know that it's okay to be vulnerable, and it's okay to feel like this, but talk to people about it. Don't deal with it yourself. It's just not a good idea. So if you need help, talk to somebody. There are resources out there for pretty much everything. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button, and I will see you on the next one with a more lighthearted video.